Um, so Billy Ampifo just super chatted. Thank you for the super chat. Um, hold on a second. So Billy Ampifo and I just confirmed it. Thank you for the super chat first and foremost, Billy Ampifo. Had no idea that that was the case, but apparently head coach Ron Rivera, and I'm going to read Billy's super chat. Thank you again, Billy. He said, Ron just announced he has cancer. Prayers up. So head coach Ron Rivera has just announced that he has cancer. He just told the team that he has cancer. Don't know what form of cancer. I don't know what he's going to do. But I don't know. It's so right now it says, I'm reading from the My Teams app. Ron Rivera says he has been diagnosed with a lymph node cancer, but that it is very treatable and curable. So that sounds really upbeat, and it sounds like good news. That's probably the best news that you can have with a situation like that. But still, anytime you hear the word cancer, I get nervous, you know. And so, wow, that's my heart sunk when I read that super chat, and the first thing I wanted to think about was, is that true? Obviously, it is true. Adam Schefter tweeting about it, JP Finley tweeting about it. I just read you what JP Finley wrote on the My Teams app. It's good to know that it's a very treatable, incurable form of cancer. So now the question is, what steps do Ron and his family need to take to go ahead and rid themselves of this cancer? And what's the process that he has to go through? Will he be away from the team for an extended period of time? Or is this going to be a quick procedure and he can come back? How does all of this work? A lot of questions, not a lot of answers right now, but all I can say, much like Billy said, is prayers go up to Ron and his family, wishing him the best, hoping for a speedy recovery whenever that procedure does take place. They're going to have to remove that, I would assume, as quickly as possible. Who then would take over? Who's in that assistant coach spot? Is that Del Rio? I don't know at this point, but that's got me really curious to find out who is listed as the Redskins assistant head coach. I would assume it's Jack Del Rio. He's got a lot of coaching experience in this league, so I would think he would be the guy that would be next up in the chain of command if Rivera were to have to step away for any amount of time. But that's a scary situation. Glad to hear that it's a very treatable form, and hopefully Ron is able to beat it into submission and come back stronger than ever, because Lord knows his family needs him first and foremost. But this organization, us as fans, that's the only thing we're clinging to right now as an organization. We don't think that we would be this. I can't speak for you guys. I won't speak for you guys. I would not be as hopeful for the future. I would not be as confident for the future if Ron Rivera were not here. If Ron Rivera weren't present in this organization. I can't tell you how many times I've said this offseason, that this organization is so lucky to have Ron Rivera. I'm so glad that he chose us, because we didn't choose him. He chose us. He could, as he said, if this was about money, he could have pitted a bunch of different organizations against one another, and he could have chosen a better opportunity than this one. There were other teams that had vacancies that I think would have been a much more desirable opportunity for him. Strip away the roster. He talked about the roster and the cap space and all the things that he was going to have to work with here. Strip that away and just talk about these organizations and how they're run. There were other opportunities that would have been better than here, and he chose us. And I'm so glad that he did, because the vision that he has for this organization and what he wants to do in changing the culture, these are all things that are necessities right now with this organization. In these times that we're in as an organization, with the name change and all of the scandalous stuff that's going on with this organization. He's been the one guy that has been a calming influence that makes us think that we're going to find a way back to competitiveness, consistently being competitive. And I don't know if we'll ever get back to the glory years. I don't know if we'll ever get back to what we once were as an organization. But I feel really good having Ron Rivera here, and to hear that he has cancer, that's scary. I'm not going to lie to you. As a fan, that is scary. And he sounds like he's in good spirits. It sounds like it's something that can be taken care of. But again, when you start using the C word, I get nervous. And I've always said this about surgery. There's no such thing as a minor surgery. If someone's cutting you open, that's a serious deal. Same thing with cancer. I don't give a damn if it's a little bit of cancer and it's very treatable. Cancer is cancer. I don't give a shit how big, how small. Cancer is cancer. Not all cancers are created equal. I understand that. There are different stages. There are different forms. There are different aggression. It's different forms of aggression. I understand all of those things, but cancer is scary no matter how you chop it up. So prayers go out to him and his family, and I hope that this is a situation that he's able to beat and come back stronger than ever from. And I'm assuming we're going to talk about that more tonight. But like Billy Amplifo said, prayers go up to Ron Rivera and his family. Thank you for the super chat, Billy Amp.
LouieTeeNetwork.